today, we want for can lay on a table, waiting the president of Sierra Leone make clear me and you know about the latest coronavirus positive case will happen. But before that, I want to make a go over today on update with the Ministry of Information, GUI. 11 a.m. this morning, on the 20th of April 2020, 11 a.m. this morning, the government of Sierra Leone want make me say we get 8 new cases. 8 new cases. The cumulative total confirmed case, we from the first person we get index case number 1 to the last person we then count by these 8 people today, give 43 total. However, we get 6 recovery. We that one day, na be Sunday, they left the treatment center them. So as it is now, we get 37 confirmed COVID-19 case them. We still deal with the virus na Salone. 37. But if we want to come for everybody who don't get the virus, na 43. And if we want to go by breakdown, Kenema don't get 3. Kenema don't get 3. I think this particular one, now for make people really understand how this virus the spread. From no case na Kenema to 1 to 2, now we don't get 3 na Kenema. Kenema don't get 3, Putloko 6, Tonkolili 1, Western Area Rural 5, Western Urban 28. 28 now we get na Freetown. Even though we know say 6 we don't come out, but inside Freetown na 28. Let me just take a look small. I'll just give you the breakdown there now. Let's just take a look small on waiting Umaru Fofana say. They say for the 6th day, back to back, Sierra Leone just they record a new case them by this coronavirus. Today alone, we get 8. We bring the total, the cumulative total to 43. He say if you want take them like 5 days ago, you go say na 200% increase. Now we don't get so in 5 days. You remember we'll be there now on Thursday. 200% increase now we don't get. We get 1 additional case from each quarantine center them. Where the one at Boya Hotel, the one at Putloko, and the other one are from Kenema. The one that they give 1-1. You say Freetown in 1 grain, na 6 new cases then get. You remember how much o'clock I be tell you? 11 a.m. You know why they stress on the time? Now for the next thing we I want come for say. And for right now, the one that we according to the gender them. Na Salone, na 24 female them and 19 men. Now they don't confirm COVID-19 positive. 24 female and 19 men. let me just peep small inside Guinea before we can continue now. Make we go get a proper breakdown. Meanwhile, we found in Guinea today, the 20th of April. They record 43 new cases. 43 new cases. Now we found in Guinea. Right now, just imagine from the time we begin peep inside them. Right now, they don't get 622 cases. 622 cases. Now they don't get Guinea. And if we want to look at their own side, they don't get, inside 1 week, they get 100% increase. 100% increase. Now they don't get inside 1 week. But however, if you are looking at the good side, then get 35 people that we don't recover. 35 people them. Now you recover inside 1 green day. When at today. And that one day, you know, say the Minister of Public Works, himself Bigetam, and also the Minister of Security and Civil Protection, himself Bigeta. But 35 people away, they pull command at the treatment center, then today we recover, and get 2 ministers then they. And now they don't recover 122 patients them. And then they lost 5 people them to coronavirus in Guinea. This spring we come to waiting the president announced today. We make plenty people tend for the ask question. And some of them question there, some really legit for make somebody ask. When I start the program, I say some of the questions them and the way how the presidents give you the information, but could think them be left behind. We don't think them they will left. Now they can make them people them where they build fake news. Then bill waiting up for bill. But anyway, I want to give you opportunity, if you not be don't listen, make you listen again. Waiting the president of Sierra Leone, one for make me and you know. Listen to this.
Citizens, we are reminded every day that the coronavirus disease is highly infectious and rare. We continue to urge citizens to practice all hygiene protocols as prescribed by our healthcare professionals. If you or a loved one exhibits flu-like symptoms, including a fever, dry cough, and difficult breathing, report immediately to 117. They will advise on what options are available to you. Our contact tracing, disease surveillance teams, and our testing facilities have expanded their operation. As president, I, my family, and my staff have paid attention to all healthcare advisories. Unfortunately, after 14 days in quarantine, one of our security staff has tested positive for the COVID-19. The process of transferring him to a treatment center has started. By established protocols, the EOC will immediately trigger all procedures in identifying, isolating, and testing all primary and secondary contacts. Let me assure the public that members of my family and staff are healthy and have shown no symptoms consistent with COVID-19. As president, I will continue to provide leadership for the fight against COVID-19. My government remains committed to transparency and public accountability at all levels. Fellow citizens will be fully updated on all developments. Thank you.
Yeah, that's now President Julius Maada Bio, the president of we beloved nation Sierra Leone. You waiting to say? I want to come with a little bit of breakdown now, and make we see outside the gap there. 11 a.m. Salon time, we get information from the government of Sierra Leone for tell we say then get 8 new cases. The president be supposed for get a press conference where civil societies them, the press, and other stakeholders them be supposed for attend. And that one they be supposed for happen at 2 p.m. Salon time. 2 p.m. Salon time, we get information at 11 a.m. The 2 p.m. Happen just before the 2 p.m. reach, until we say they don't postpone them to 4 p.m. It was postponed to 4 p.m. Okay, we still eagerly await for Yeri, the voice of the president, where he address the media and also the nation. 4 p.m. will be still the wait. About 4:30 p.m. Salon time, from the Ministry of Information and Communication, then tell we say, unfortunately, the press briefing, they don't postpone them, and then go announce where they get a date and a time. We then they try for tell we say, then don't postpone them till further notice, because now we then get date and time, and then go notify we. So it was postponed till further notice. Whereas the one they happen when 4:30 Salon time. Okay? We understand that one they don't happen. 6 o'clock Salon time. SLBC go live on Facebook. 6 o'clock Salon time. SLBC go live on Facebook with this particular message where I play so for we. For tell we say, the president say, somebody na insecurity details test positive. But however, according to the president, this person don't take 14 days in quarantine. And after that 14 days, they now a test positive. It take 14 days. After the 14 days, it test positive. And it tell we say they contact traces them, then they do all their very best for make them able for allocate all the people them where this particular person come in contact with. However, for be lack for you from the president, how close him because that person day. We gladly it tell we say in family not they show any sign we get for do with coronavirus, because as at now they are healthy. We gladly for know that. But we forbid don't gladly back for make intel we say before that person they go safe inside quarantine, it not become close to them. You know, we get anything for do close to them. And who sign at the source where this person gets infected, they're able to trace for say now somebody where be done they inside the system already. Then be able to trace, because these are some of the questions that now they ask, and we hope say tomorrow We don't know if now the president get for talk now, if he's going to be working. Okay, make her not reach the. Make her just continue. Waiting Umaru Fofana after all this waiting he be tell we. He says Sierra Leone President Julius Maada Bio. He say he forgo into 14-day self-isolation. The president forgo into 14-day self-isolation as a precaution after one pine bodyguard test positive for COVID-19. Instead, Umaru Fofana just explained, he said inside the address, the president said the bodyguard had been quarantined and eventually tested positive for the disease, but that no member of his family was showing any symptom we get for do with coronavirus. However, the spokesman to the president, when Yusuf Keke Thomas Andy, he tell Umaru Fofana say the president would be working from home. The president would be working from home. And then they want to make me and you know. So, if the president will be working from home, this press conference where they don't push back to tomorrow, and the president get for do am, or now somebody else go get for do am now. The surveillance team of the national COVID-19 response, they say they're very effective, where you the president tell me, in capturing positive cases of coronavirus. We all love the president of Sierra Leone because now God don't put there for take the nation to Usai in one Kerango. And if you hear this news, you are happy, something is wrong with you. But however, questions then they where we need for know. We don't want to know the name of the security person, but we want to know how close was this person to the president. And I see some people who go say, that's too much information. The president don't tell we say he is fine and that's it. It stops right there. But however, now we all daddy. Because now we all daddy, we just get these questions for ask. These security details, Usain Pula. He become in contact with other people where we don't get them before? Or no? Because we're still trying to find this community transmission here. We still they try for Phenom. However, the good thing is he was already in the quarantine center. But waiting are not able to understand when after 14 days, 9 he able to test positive. So for say the first day where he go, he was negative, or they not be do test. So we just ask this question because tomorrow we hope say the press briefing go there, and so then go address some of these questions we're asking now. Because we go like for make the president himself talk to we tomorrow, rather than somebody come step in for talk like the Ministry of Information. Just because it was scheduled to happen today, and why then push them? Why they push him? Because it was supposed to happen 2 o'clock, 11 a.m. They don't get 8 new cases already. Was he part of that 8th case? If he was part of the 8th case in the morning, then we already know, say, for security and good protocol, the president just try for observe and see how this thing they unfold. You know, go come outside our State House Monday for can do any press briefing. So why then pull them from 2 to 4? Then they tell you for tomorrow morning. But we go elect for make the president himself talk tomorrow. Not the Ministry of Information for can talk for her. Because when he ready for do this, they know how they do it. And he was recording them. And tomorrow he able to do it live. He able to do it live from his home. Because since they say he go to work from home. Because if he's in self-isolation, for make the rumor, the false information, the fake news, for make them go just not give them work for do, and for make the president, they address the nation. So that he go give hope to the people them. Say he is fine and good, just like how see and so. Because self-isolation is going to be in his house and observe all the protocols them where nobody know for going near him. And now, not to the president no more. Only one who can be around the president. We just they say the president, but only one them where they around the president too. Please, if you know say, can they around the president, you can they around that security person there. I beg, when they say self-isolation, what you didn't use, really self-isolate yourself. For safeguard your loved ones in our house. Because if not, we're not going to really look for any kind other thing. I open the phone line. We will go through some of the text them where people write now Facebook where relate to waiting where they talk now. Judge Kamara say forget the quarantine. He say he go get all of the president and he entourage them. The president and all he entourage them forget tested right now. Say make you forget about quarantine or self-isolation, but the president and the entire entourage make them get tested right now. That one did come out from George Kamara na Facebook. Ellen McDavis say in your opinion, he thinks say the president, in family, and the entire workers them should be isolated and tested. Should be isolated for 14 days and tested. The president and the entire workers. Judge Kamara back said the president and the entire entourage forget tested right now. Simba J. Cole he saying hope say we know the difference between self-isolation and quarantine. Bash Ike he say AAA, you know, say technology can allow the president for all press conference from any location, definitely. Amadou Bangura say after 14 days lockdown, his security tested positive. Where he say after 14 days it was quarantine anyway, because that's what the president tell you, say 14 days, then be quarantine, and after that, we then test time, it come positive. So Amadou Bangura they ask say who side then be quarantine, or who side it be day before then quarantine. He say he be still the work in duty post. That's another question. Agnes May Akpan Bundu. This now in relation to the Guinea, we don't get 622 cases them. He say the border still not properly secure. He say people still they pass through Cambia, through them small village then, where then they come inside Salone. He been to Foyo, he say, oh my God, he said the entire family, the guards, the workers, them, he said they all for be tested immediately. Cheno Maju Mansare, he said this is worrisome. What if them worker them already infect them family them? Don't forget to say the phone line still open. If you want to be part of the program, you still get the opportunity for call and be part of the program. Dave Cates, he say, in your opinion, the president in security, then for change them and allow the current security personnel them for be quarantined and tested. Dave, he say, then for change the one the way they now, how it's new one, and for allow the current one them for be quarantined and tested. So the new one them way then go out. This now for Dave. Then for test them back before then take up duty. Let's say if the government say, oh, okay, well, no, just change your account, new one. Because as it is, you don't know who that gets, you don't know who that not gets. So I just ask the question, should, if in case the government say they want for get new security details for the president, for them for test them one in the back? Or we feel say it's fine. Moses Flomo say, he said the president for take leave of absence. He said the president for take leave of absence while going through quarantine. Now, in your opinion, Danny they come up from Moses Flomo. Make you count this caller. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello there. Good evening, Triple A and everybody. Like the this is really shocking. It's really shock. Me, your opinion. First of all, I am sorry for the goddamn the entire people the way they work. How long them people they don't work out? We don't know whether their family they don't get they don't reach to the family them. Me feel say the entire family of those the workers, security, the cooks, every entire person at that place, including Papa President and First Lady and the family, they all for be quarantined immediately, and they should be tested so that let them go know. All this, let them trace the people the way they don't work at all. Any side where they don't go, they get for quarantine them. Nobody is above the law because the sickness is real, and you know the peak whether you're not president. What's happened to you, Prime Minister, in the United Kingdom? He nearly died. He talk, I say, he should have been gone either way. So if this thing happen, it's serious. And when they say self-isolated, I hope say then the president will give the example that this thing don't happen. It could talk from isolation place, but we don't know because we see this. It's like a recording. They just send them because I watch them where they put where they try for pull them. That's it. I just wake in the afternoon at UK and IASU. But I sure say not to live. So outside they record them, nobody know. As you said in the talk, it looked like say they get for answer questions. They let me say no. If you were at the leader, you get a guard. That guard they not to one person they guard you. maybe hundreds. We don't know. I don't know because I'm not there. So it might be thousands, only God knows. And then they move from one place to another. A God, where they say God, it will connect with the president, the first lady, and the entire family because they are the gods. They believe them. They work like a family to them. So me feel say, therefore do them as quick as possible. It's urgent. Let them do them by right. I don't know if they don't already isolate them or they already don't test them. We don't know nothing. It's not giving full story. If we're giving full story, this is a 21st century. It's not all those when we are young. We don't even know what in the happen, whether the president they pass or they pass. So pass the sharing. This is different. So it therefore explain to the people of Sierra Leone where it don't take out for say in the papa. So if we explain to we make we understand that we feel say for happen. I don't know if I might be wrong because everybody gets your own view, but that's not your opinion, sir.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
Never mind.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who you call from?
Yeah, AAA. Kusha Bin Umar, I call from Los Angeles, California.
You get a platform, sir.
I hope you have a good weekend, my brother. Yeah, AAA. You know, I understand where they come from and the caller before me, but come on, let we give them people a break. Especially the caller where they call from England. We'll go ask the question. Everybody will be there around the Prime Minister of England and test them all, or the Prime Minister of England will give every single story or every single secret we get. You know, the president, I listen, thanks to you, where they keep we in touch, where they update me. Waiting me listen and waiting the president say, they don't hide any secrets. He tell me, waiting happen. This, then kind and I think them way they unravel. As time goes on, maybe instead of will collect it now just because waiting happen right now in the information we then give and for God's sake, now in they relate to it. Maybe as times that goes on, stories, things that they unravel, it will keep we in touch, or the Minister of Information or the Minister of Health will keep the public in touch. In terms of quarantining the whole family, I don't get any problem with that. But me not feel say this president, if me born as Sierra Leone and meet up Shaka Stephen, from Shaka Stephen to this one, in terms of any government issues or things like this, whether not disease, whether not chaos, like a country, this president so far, not only young president will come out to yourself with you. It don't be forefront. It tell we don't see him out from where this thing break out. In fact, this president, according to even that doctor yesterday, then 3 doctors and with again other panelists, they don't say then they even do some things and with some Western countries they never do. Then they try, then they do their best. And exactly within that, one of the panelist doctors that say yesterday on AYD saw they say most of them, all them cases here where they come up, not to one from community acquired. Now the one that they come out of the one that they put either in a quarantine or self-isolation. So this president, let we give him a chance. Nobody know why they say the person within near me proof test positive. They don't already say it's not true. Within the lady, the guy in the state house, the talk say the president for now again I host maybe he don't quarantine himself. I hope say the host big enough for letting just isolate himself in one room because he has self it happen. Look that guy, that journalist for CNN, Mario Como, he quarantined himself in West End of Get Up, but he's still in a host. The president cable then I host in pick one room because a lot of people in there they happen. The one that whether they find positive, then they say, okay, then I host, just pick one room. If you get enough room there, pick one room, isolate yourself there. Same thing to that with friend, that we young brother in New York, that musician, that RN. These are the same thing he do. He find a room and isolate himself there. So the president is a human being, just like any of us. So let we give this president time. As time to go on, things that they unravel, we will get more. But let people that they can't jump and kidnap my throat and try for turn into political fight. No. The president will tell me, this president, so far, he don't be forthfront with this nation. He tell me every day. In fact, people have been complaining, this president, let it talk, but for more this corona heat, this president don't talk. This president don't come out. He tell me as things that go on. When this happen back, he don't tell me. Maybe the more information he get from the expert, them, from the doctors, them, or from the people and with around this bodyguard, he go tell me back. But let me give him a break, for God's sake. That's not me only, brother. Thank you very much. I will continue for listening.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Abubakar Kamal on Facebook say, he say you don't take. He say now about honesty. He say because now about honesty, the government need to be clear about this particular situation. God help Sierra Leone. I be ask a question to Dave, where Dave say for make them change the security details of the president and for make them get new one. So I be ask say if the new one and they can then go test the one and they say because as they see it now, we don't know that get and what not get. So Dave reply back, he say yes, the replacement, the one the way they come, they say for be screened first before then go expose them to the president of Sierra Leone. And he say honestly, when he look out this announcement itself, in concern for the president, the good thing is COVID-19 not to death sentence. He said the president will come out of this one. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who the call from?
Yeah, my name is Famo Okoma. I call from Algeria.
Yes, Famo, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
My contribution is some of the key ministers and the way they close to the president. If them back here for us to read them, because if a security house don't get and not one security to work with, any kind of that security will be close to the president's state. But within them, so that security and they can be close to themselves. I believe say if that security they don't test them, don't be confirmed case now. Then security, then other security, then they are and they close to the president must get contact with the president and they must get contact with themselves. So we beg the stakeholders and the ministers and some of the honorables, the way they think they can be close to them, they let it all able as to themselves. We don't go say no more this, we go there to the president, we won't carry alone because of when I security to the president. And I believe that for anybody where they go see the president, they get for pass through their securities on this. And they ask one question, if any one of them people today test positive, then just for announce them and publish them to Leone and say, so leaders don't test positive. So let me use contribution. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who the call from?
Agnes Mary Akpanbendo. I call from Norway.
You get the platform, Agnes.
Thank you very much. Good evening, all. And Tripoli, thank you so much for all what you do for keep we updated. My own contribution is this. I understand what they say the president on it for talk, on it for tell we this, but this is about transparency. And we go even applaud them for come online and tell we on the air and tell the people and waiting they happen at the country because now where are you from? We all wish them well. We don't want to let anything happen to them in the family them. But this is very, very essential for open up to we. Because if you open up to people and even tell them what's in the gun, then they go give people insecurity. You understand? And go feel good. And people and go come out. And also we live in a system we're not shaming and laughing because of the illiteracy and things the way they go on. But we need to know. If we don't know and then not come out to tell people and what do they expect from the other one the way they don't then? This is the question. We're supposed to know what's in the happen in the border, like I say. Honestly, we know people already come out from Gambia and from Guinea, come inside, pass na them small village, them come back na the town. So how secured is Salone for put on already, you know? I wish all man, the best, and I pray for we country, because we are people already go all the time for help for develop the country. But this is about the time. This time not about transparency. This time not for talk the truth. This is not about politics. You know, this president are for we all. And we is supposed to tell we all within the go on. Now in duty, and we is supposed to tell we all. That is all I say. But again, I pray for my country and I pray for we people. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Agnes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Good afternoon, from Australia. Good afternoon from Australia. It's Nancy Squire. I listened to one caller we talk just now. We say, the president they will get and break, let them get and break. But we get to understand, say, president is a public servant, and the money from the people, the money na them and they take them. And I believe, say, if they talk about transparency and ask question, we need to know. The president need to come out to put the croissant. We just go for no go feature the president or call and cause some. Now make media against possibly the cost the president or talk bad thing, but possibly the authority. You know, but seriously, we need for make them come and tell we straightforward. Not to what they talk about coerce the president or give the president break. What do you mean? I don't understand. When a public servant would ask question, and what we need for now we write. Now we write for no waiting the go on. Now we write to ask so many questions, as much question as possible. So please, that we try for no, we write any responsibilities before we talk. Because if we ask question, we want to save the other people and say for their alarms, and then the president will be short-sighted for say, oh, let's check this, let's check other person, let's check this. But if people ask question around and people they get idea, sometimes they don't have stress and at this time. So if people ask question, the media have the help for being development of the nation. And we pray for him, let God make him come out of this and let God make be positive and let God help the country and let us go before. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, this is not Mike from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get a platform.
Yeah, my question is, I just want to know the insecurity and they wear mask around the president and they cover themselves.
This one, me, I'm not going to be able to answer because if you look for the last time the president began at the Leone, yes, some of the security details can be wearing masks, but we don't know if now be front of the TV and after that we know what thing can happen after that. So, and 14 days until we say this particular person done there in quarantine. So I don't know how much we go say now.
Yeah, because we have to take this thing serious, man. Because even at Philadelphia, we lost Pampa with Salone brother there, you know. So the president and everybody in that country, they have to take this thing serious. They have to begin to wear masks, you know, because this thing they transmit too fast, you know. So I hope that they will take that, into serious consideration because this thing they travel fast and they spread fast. Because that person they don't get us, so they go don't spread out all over and because it take 14 days before it tests positive. Just imagine what the other one they now. How long they go take before they test positive, and how long they go don't spread it around, before. Because the problem is, I think the way they fight the disease is, they fight the disease reactive because they react to what's not happen now. We get for be proactive. We get for find out and then if we really find a way to shut down Freetown by sections. I mean, and see how they will solve this problem here because it's still not spread all over Freetown. And for short Freetown, either by sections, who say this tier book, who can shut that section they down, so it will spread too fast, my own contribution, I hope they didn't listen,
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, sir. Good evening. This is Dave Katie. Thank you so much, AAA. I call from Virginia.
You get a platform, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. First of all, I go pray that whatever they go on, the first gentleman of a nation no will ever be infected with this kind devastating sickness here with they. But all the question the way you ask about the gap with they between the time when they be supposed to hold the conference, the press conference, versus the time where information finally come out, there are gaps really where they create tendency for let people then fill them up by themselves. At this moment, me on one question go get for be like, waiting make them be end up for put that security under quarantine for 14 days. And no, from the one way that security personnel been done in our quarantine, they're supposed for don't make we know because by then the government with the whole press conference all the time. There was nothing wrong in the name of transparency for let the government tell the people of the nation for say, as a matter of fact, one of the president in your own security personnel, they don't end up for quarantine because either because of suspicion for say, it could don't expose, it could likely don't expose, or there is something where they go on, we make them put on that quarantine. So, 14 days don't pass. Thereafter, and now they can no say somebody be done quarantine for 14 days. Waiting be really kickstarts that 14 days quarantine. And I pray say, if anything, the first gentleman of the nation go able for come out and make we know exactly what is going on. It they do well. It they begin to tell we a lot already, but it will do a more if further need for explain. I mean, if further details then come out. And I believe say probably tomorrow with the conference where they will likely hold, then we're able to answer some of their questions there. And I pray say the First Lady, the picking them and everybody they do well. Me no to SLPP or APC. I am just a moderate individual where really go prefer a third party for let be very, very, very vibrant as alone. So that if one come out of power, it will take them a long time for let another one come in. But until Salone get a third party, we will really challenge them two party there. It is left with God for let sorry for we no more. But whatever it is, let God sorry for we country because COVID they play. Let God sorry for we and make with people able for come out of this. I thank you all for listening and I will continue for listening.
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make we call to us friend, make we hear waiting in get for we. Yes, us friend, you get a platform.
Thank you very much, Israel, for giving the platform. First of all, I will say a sincere, happy recovery. What my best wish is for let the president go recover, because now Nena will lead at least, and whatever happened to Ram, go find for let we lost a leader, or let get a leader who will be behind bars. My only contribution towards this, based on that timing where they talk about Sierra Leone when they give the news and they come update and the press media they come up. There is a bit of an issue there really, because when we look presently, what we may discover with the cases then they go up so the cases them I hope say as time they go on they go help we for do. Because presently, if you just get common sense, because we don't in the area where they are asymptomatic, because now we get keywords, they're all over the area. Because the asymptomatic, simply, now the person where they say, in the waka, get symptoms, they show signs, they show, feel say, I get sick. So if you look, most of the cases that they don't hold so, not to all of them actually, but at least a greater percentage, I will say about 60% or a bit more, now asymptomatic cases. That means the case they wouldn't be hold something from the airport, Kautam, quarantine, and the society travel, they show signs, not to sick, you see, they feel me, that they sneeze, that they cough, it go report. So now, when then they even do the test at the moment, the one they wouldn't they do the test, how the test they go is about 6 hours. The pregnant one will get one of that PCR. Wouldn't even do in the UK here. When 6 hours it they take for each load, we don't load the whatever then they do. And what then they do, then they run then in there, one, then they do what then they call a control test. Then in the control test, then they get 14. If now 14 people there, when they don't take their swab, and they slot 14. So inside 12, then how they make 14, the 2, now the control. When then they do that thing there, then they do them at a time of 6 hours, but you get different stages. But what I want to highlight now, so then get a viral load. Then now the load with each person who don't come, say you get positive and negative. But the good thing for now, as we stand, not all the day below 2022. That number they not the one where they show waiting the percentage of the virus, the load we get in your body. Most of them they fall between 30, 20 something, 30 before you become positive. But if you see somebody, then begin to get people who they between 20, 23, because at 20 and at the control range, they didn't get them from 22. This is not just a figure why they give out for say, now so then they check the percentage in the lab. So now that one day now the good thing for now. We not get anybody where they say the scientific value, but they call it scientific value, now the value of the virus, and each person where they don't go take ion swab. But for now, we are very lucky, say, we not get possible we fall between 20, 25, and 26. We just get above 30 for now. That means the viral load is small. But that not means, say, you're not able to transmit them to somebody in any way. But the good thing that in will get them, they show signs and symptoms. Now, for that, they see them, they discharge themselves for now. But they pray, let this virus not escape, drop from person, where it be say in your body able to make the viral load go heavy, we will reach that stage they wouldn't go begin to put people in a ventilator or admit them seriously. That now me own prayers. Because for now, 6 hours, a long period. Then they begin work from 9 o'clock. Then they 6 o'clock in the morning. No, let me get it right. 9 o'clock in the morning. All the laboratories, most of them, we then don't work 9 o'clock in the morning. Then they off 10 o'clock, once on a while, 8 o'clock, 9. So there is always a result where they don't present before they go home. Except for cottage or connaught, but I believe in a student they work. So there is always a result before these guys go to bed. So they might just pass an hour in the morning with the office back in the Ministry of Health, then open in the morning between 8 and 9, then give them this at the results. Or then send them to Ministry of Health, then assess them before they pass them to Ministry of Health. But in terms of timing, whether they say they delayed this, the people that only get for work the thing, now from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the night, finish. They will not get the results, which is after 6 hours of their work. And there is more than 6 hours in these labs. So if they delay the news for bring them up or then they do this, it might just be how then they pass them from the lab now or go to the ministry. Because even said by text and WhatsApp, the only way they get Kabbalah said they don't make, but they're not opiates. But ambassador don't make, but they're not opiates. But Lord say Kenema, because that's the most one. Kenema, then the connaught, cottage, and the one now 34. Then they do all now this test there. So. But the only thing we they pray, there is something we will get for suggest, but it not go easy now. When this other new type of test, where they don't implement the machinery. For that, they say, Salon, to get things and they want to have to use them. They don't implement the machinery. Everything is ready. But what we will not get it, now the consumables that are waiting and they use now everyday basis. It's very expensive. Then they try for dialogue with America so that they will get the consumables. But America said they ease the price because Germany they produce them, the only company where they produce this. And that's now they call the gene experts. That are the machine who in 45 minutes. We then bring the thing today and put the test in less than 45 minutes. But looking at 6 hours and the expertise the whole going at Sierra Leone, the Noboku, then another 6 hours then they take for produce one. And Sunday, if we then carry a stage until then go down and go see whether we'll do and back, then we don't done by 10 o'clock for give feedback. But my only advice here is that the one they want are the asymptomatic, then Boku na the community. That's for sure, because we see the numbers and then they go up. So the only thing now we pray God that the symptomatic one then they able to get them before this year they go. But they don't know it because now they get for cancer and they feel this way, now so are they feel for them do. Then the other question who brother asked, say, well, let them change the security them. There is a sense in that. But the mechanism will get for make that thing they change now when the availability of the antibody test. We even America then they fed for let them try sort out but all the mechanisms then get so. The antibody test, then go check if that person we asymptomatic, you know, show signs, the antibody, then the feta, okay, then go say you don't embalm, good therapy and you know security good. But do not get at it will be difficult. So now prayers no more, and now we only pray now. For them we choose who are the right person for the place. And meanwhile, we pray as the president they isolate, let God church out with healing hands, let go come back. Because when he come back, he well, if not do with him or he not show any signs because he not sick now, or not say sick, then everybody go know now. With all this year passé, now then tear will get for ready for do because the machine be done in the country, but they are lacking to bring the materials to put them. Despite we don't get Ebola. People they ring the bell behind them saying the Ebola don't come, well how they reinforce because this thing get for mutate. But they blame all those who are in the community, wouldn't they call, I didn't call them they get a word for them, but later I would think, wouldn't they in that community for do them. But let God continue for help to lead us them. Now time who then they see, waiting they not be see. Because now waiting they not they see, and they make them let them see. Because the invisible microbe, they make you not see. But now the invisible is making you to be visible of the problems which you should have planned in all over the world. That's just my final note. And let God continue to bless you. And let God bless Mama Salud. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from? Would they get bad line? I don't know. Your name again? You want call back? I don't know, for one reason, it break. Oh, sorry, you know, say it on hold. Can you just call us back, right back? Yeah, for one reason, the line no look correct. Yes, I get a platform.
Thank you very much. Concerns Leone from Australia. And thank you for your platform. And I want for just advice to Leoneans, as we always continue from the platform, for take the COVID-19 very, very, very serious. A very serious disease. And a new strain of disease. We even scientifically struggle for find the pattern of behavior of this virus. In fact, new research they can upset the virus even where it affects people now. People who the virus they affect them show different signs now as to the normal signs that even where WHO will establish. But that also research still they go on. Some of the signs them again we add up to the old signs the way they don't establish say some of them get COVID-19 they show. Now even agitation where somebody has the worm, they say it is now a symptoms again of the COVID-19. Even where it is get tasteless, where you taste buds and become not able to taste food properly. That even you way of thinking, all they become affected now of this disease. So that is telling you no more. This pattern, this virus, very, very dangerous. And we Africans, especially we deny say this virus, they exist. And they catch black man, and they kill black man. We get for wave that kind of thoughts. Because when you go to the American statistics of the amount of death, the predominant people who don't die in America, 60% within the population who don't die are mostly black people. And this is as a result of the people who are actually affected when blacks in America. They get like obesity, respiratory disease, COPD, asthma, too much smoking, and even also the impoverishment, the condition of the black people, the standard of living. You look at the immunity. So that also a factor we combine to the increased number of black people who die in America. So now I make Africans, and especially we when they talk on the platform. In any public health emergency, public health education is the key. Now, the only thing we will save your life, because as of now, there is no disease, there is no vaccine, no medication, and even the test kits where they test the disease is insufficient as to the proportion of the population we cater for. So now, where this thing don't befall one of the guys who did it to the president and also the president, they in isolation. This is not a wake-up call to Sierra Leoneans. They will no one for believe that this disease they exist. Always see me to advise the government and for do contact tracing of all the people who surround the president. If possible, isolate them all. We don't become very close to that person. We don't become the guy who don't test positive. Not only the president or his family, but also any member of parliament, any prominent person. We don't become very close to that a particular security, and even the security the way they work with that person. I believe even that security when they find positive, there must be change of shift. You're not going to with the president 24 hours round the clock. He might have gone home and come back. I'm not saying with the change shift. So all the people we don't come in contact with, then get for do quick tracing. That is very key. And it's not just a wake-up call for tell we say, when you talk about the medical field, you talk about patient confidentiality. There are differences. When you become a public servant, you don't get privacy and confidentiality, more especially to your health. Because there is always that power gap where people that vacuum, where people need fulfill if you become sick or you die after full life. So now that always make now that the people the Prime Minister now in London, he come public because now a public servant. He owe an obligation if in health deteriorates to tell the public how the party will find somebody who will replace them. So a different from somebody who is a non-public servant, where especially people who don't vote for in power. So even that person is sick, nobody will get right for name a name, neither for take any private information about the health for publisher, rather than Mr. X or Mrs. X get this sick and this in the Apple time. That's all. That's where it stops. Into any medical practice around the world. Now that's my main contribution. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, concerned citizens. Thank you, sir. Make cook out we in-house, Aisatu. Make we waiting in get for we today. Yes, Aisatu, you get a platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I just want to start by saying that we pray for the President, His Excellency, and we really hope and pray that, in results, because they have to test him, come back negative. We do need him. We want for tell and thank you. He don't try for be transparent as much as he could. The only thing I believe the fallout was, when this person be on quarantine, we don't know when that person they start quarantine so that then we'll do the contact tracing immediately. I think that now one thing now they have to be really prompt in terms of, identifying all the people that way this person don't come in contact with, so as, themselves we don't come in contact with the person, therefore know after that who that then become contact with, and then therefore try now and isolate them people then they, and I agree say them for do the testing right away. They don't need for wait for the 14 days or where the person don't exhibit symptoms before they do any testing. That's not the way to go in this particular scenario. And the thing here, I know we always talk about protected health information, but unfortunately, where you don't become a public figure, you deserve a nation, they want to know about your well-being, they want to know, say, you fit, that you can continue for do your service or the work they don't appoint you for do. So that's where, the confidentiality piece for the president, and also anybody in the administration don't become, not going to be the same as somebody waiting out there, like just a civilian, and I believe that, the 10-week president will go around, then quarantine centers, them, especially Lungi, I feel, say, a fallout started there, we be saying that most of these problems, I believe they escalate right now to different locations. And, if you recall, if people then they watch, when Mike Pence would them say, somebody in team become positive, then everybody emphasized that he should be tested. He was tested and he actually got his result the very day. So I feel say, I hope we get that rapid testing for with I believe 45 minutes. I hope so then get on in a salon so then we test all them people there, so then we will really know for sure who that are not positive right now and who that are positive. That will help me for understand which are the cases then we'll get in the country. And then even when they come back whether negative or positive, I believe they might need retesting just for make sure they're not positive. But for now, what me just they say and what I will continue for educate people and let them now know this is a very serious thing, just like the concerned Sierra Leoneans say, we own president now don't become exposed somewhat because even though we don't know whether that security person be there with him for how long and all that, but if he's part of his team, definitely he's been exposed, and we hope everybody take this seriously, and we wish the president all the best. We do still have him for, now we see that he's done so many things that other presidents are not doing, because I did compare him now with the Guinea president. I just think they didn't do nothing. Okay, so we own president doing best. He don't do so many things, and we other one they not do. So we did pray for him. We did work with him here, and we want all Sierra Leoneans and work with us. That's my main take for tonight.
Thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make I just read some of the messages then on Facebook before we go lock the domot. Fodebundu say, we dey pray that everyone will test positive of COVID-19 as alone in the world go get a speedy recovery. Agnes Mary Akpan Bendu, they agree with the caller from Australia, the concerned Sierra Leonean from Australia, and Daniel Koroma again. I believe on Saturday we be done try for talk to Daniel about the Sausai Olway. He still believes coronavirus not this alone. Daniel, we hope that one day go change, that your mindsets they go definitely change. Agnes May Bendo say in the prayer for the well-being of the president and the entire family, the entire entourage, and also the well-being of sweet Mama Salone. Fatmata Denke say please, he say on allow pray for the president and the nation. He say allow left for ask question now. He saying believe say with time we go know more and make we continue for practice social distancing and keep doing the right things so that this horrible virus go be stamped out of with beautiful Mama Salone. Rachel George say him thinks na the time this right now for make them try for shut down some parts of the country in order that this virus not go spread na the country. Amadou Bangura say if the Prime Minister of UK come out openly, say why before they keep the details of the security we would come in contact with and those different people we come in contact with in the country. Rosa Jallo say we all send prayers for speedy recovery of the president and the country. The president as at now is doing well and good, and he's not positive, and he don't tell you what he don't tell you. So although I believe just knowing somebody around you test positive will get something to do with your mind. Your mind we just hope then go do that quick one if we get them. Let them do that quick one so that the president will be rest assured that he is fine. Because that mind, no. They play with mind, bad one, and we don't want to make the president in mind they play at this time right now. Ellen McDavis, we pray for the for Papa President, the family, and his entire team for making them come out of this pandemic. So everybody is praying for the president. Like I said earlier, we just hope see some of the questions that we were asked. Those questions will be answered tomorrow. The precedent question didn't go answer for we. Let we know exactly who say we all team up. And now we'll go end today on program. And mommy by come out, they ask if we get enough testing kits. Well, let me tell you, say a plane load go come over this weekend, even though no you're in at it about that. But now then they tell you, say a plane load go come over this weekend. Not to go left all thing now, and tomorrow we just hope say the press briefing will take place and some of our questions will be answered. But for now, we believe say we go overcome, just like the song says.